Have you ever felt that what you want is just beyond your reach? What if I told you that by divine law, what's meant for you can never be taken away? What is meant for you will always find you. What is meant for you will always reach you. This is what we're diving into today. Hey, beautiful human, it's me, Rebecca Wiener McGregor, and welcome to another episode of Effective Immediately. Today, we're going to dive into this concept, this idea, this truth, this belief that you can have that will make things arrive to you much easier and allow you to have a little bit more fun in the pursuit of your big vision. Okay, so Dr. Wayne Dyer, a wonderful teacher of mine, used to say, anything that you want that feels good and right and natural to you can be yours. Okay, so let's just start there. That feels good and right and natural to you. Now, sometimes the things that we desire don't feel good and right and natural to us, do they? Sometimes the things that we desire are something that feels good and right and natural, maybe for someone we know. Someone we've seen have those things, and then that makes us want them for ourselves. That makes us think that that might be a nice thing for us. So let's look at this right off the bat. This is really important. You have to look at your desires from a place of what is right for you, what is authentic for you, because we know that one of the most powerful energies in the whole universe is the power of authenticity. It's like a magnet. When we are being our authentic selves, when we are speaking our truth, when we are being who we are truly and who we're meant to be, how we're meant to be, that things magnetize to us much more easily. Okay, so that thing that you've been going for, I'm going to use income as my example for this. In this world, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals who have a desire for a massive income. They have a massive income goal. And I have massive income goals for myself too, because of the things that I want to do, the people I want to help, and how I want to move this world. So imagine for just a moment that, let's just go for a great number, $1 million a month. Okay? If your income goal, if you're just jumping off at the starting point or even a midway point, and you believe that you want $1 million a month as your income, you can have that. Now, here's what's interesting. If you decide you want $1 million a month income because someone else has seen that, you've seen someone else have that, but it's not really a desire of your heart, you will push, you will grasp for it, you will chase it, and it will just seem like it's just out of reach because it is not good and right and natural for you at this moment. It doesn't mean it can't be, but right now, if you are starting at zero and you have a belief, you have a desire for $1 million a month, but there's not a belief there that that's actually right for you, it'll take more time. It'll be a little bit harder. So what I am suggesting here is that you go for a belief to start off with for your next step, whatever that next step is, that feels good and right and natural to you. So if you're at 500K, maybe 600K is the next belief level for you. Make sure it feels comfortable for you. Make sure it feels right for you through and through. And what am I talking about here is that often our subconscious mind, who am I kidding? It's always our subconscious mind that blocks us from having the things that we want. When we want something greater, far greater than feels natural to us, that feels good and right and natural to us, it's because our subconscious mind, let me rephrase, I think I messed that up. When we want something that is really big, our subconscious mind will have something to say about it. We know our subconscious mind runs a huge percentage, 90 to 95% of our thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors. This is why working with the subconscious mind is the best job in the world. Okay, so when we want something that's super big, our subconscious mind will cause us will have a reaction. It'll have a story. It'll have a story about what that number means, if we're just sticking to the number game here. It'll have a story about what we can actually do, what we can actually have based on our intelligence, our deservingness, what our subconscious mind believes is our worthiness, and it will sabotage us if it doesn't like what we're going for. If it doesn't believe what we're doing, if it doesn't believe in the goal, it will sabotage us. It'll cause us to procrastinate, to mess up, to slow things down, to stall, to have lots of other problems come up in the way of trying to reach that big number. So if you come back into focus and you think about what you really want, what is good and right and natural for you right now, maybe the number is different, but when your subconscious mind thinks, okay, I can do that amount, that feels good, then it will help you get to that number much faster. Okay? So, of course, the subconscious mind is right there interacting with us, asking us what we really, really want, and showing us a limitation. Showing us, okay, if you think you want $1 million a month in income, but there's some hidden belief inside of you that says that's absolutely not impossible right now, the subconscious mind is going to block it or make it really freaking hard for you to have it. And let's remember, the subconscious mind can be shifted. The beliefs can be shifted. The way you think about the world, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about your worthiness, the way you think about your creativity, the way you think about solutions to your problems can be shifted. Okay, so I want to focus in on this idea, this truth, okay? And you get to decide, of course, what's right for you. But I operate from this place that what is meant for me will always find me. And this means that I get to shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Okay? Let's talk about some fears that come up for people when they are moving toward a big vision for themselves and they have a scarcity mindset versus an abundance mindset. The abundance mindset will say, okay, this can be mine. I know I can do this. I know that I can create the conditions for myself to receive this. A scarcity mindset will think, well, people like me don't make that kind of money, so I can't have it. Money like that is going to change who I am, so I can't make money like that. My family has never had money like that, so I've never known how to make money like that, so money like that must not be for me. Or what if I get all that money and I mess everything up? What if I get to that point and I get the thing that I want and I can't handle it and I lose it all? It's better to not have it than to lose it all. It's better to not have it than to be let down. These are examples of scarcity mindset. The abundance mindset of that last one would be, of course, I will change and I will grow into the person that I need to be to hold that kind of money. You can see the very different flavors of the belief systems here, right? Now, the best part is, once again, all of this can be shifted. Even if you have a belief and in your family line, this generational belief has told you, okay, nobody in my family has been successful. Nobody in my family has been wildly successful. Nobody in my family has ever done anything like this. We can change that belief. We can release the things that are tied to that belief, the stories, the circumstances, the pain. We can release that so that you can bring in so much love for yourself and amplify how you feel about your worthiness, how subconsciously and consciously you feel about your worthiness, and shift you into the person who can hold the level of money that you want to make each month. Because what is meant for you will always be yours. Okay. As we move through this conversation, of course, I want you to look with curiosity. Just look with simple curiosity about how things are shifting inside of you. What kind of beliefs are popping in for you? What kind of feeling is in your body? And look at it with curiosity, not judgment. Because if you don't have the thing that you want, there's work to be done. There's shifting to be done. There's new alignments to have. And I use the word work, but really it's just effort, right? It's focused effort for you to become the person that can have the thing that you want. It's as simple as that. I know often it's made to be very complicated, very confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Just first of all, this awareness that we're creating today is so powerful because then you get to start moving in the direction of what you want and shifting the things that you notice are out of alignment for you. Okay, as you are shifting into this new way of being, you are actually growing into the next level version of yourself. And sometimes people think, well, I don't even know about being the next level version of myself. What does that even mean? I want you to look back at your life just for a moment. I want you to notice the ways that you've been, the people that you have been in this life. You've been a baby, you've been a toddler, you've been a preteen, you've been all of these versions of yourself, right? You've been a mother with a brand new baby. You've been a mother with a teenage baby. You've been a mother who just left for college, whatever the case may be. Wherever you are in your life, you've been these versions of yourself. And I use those examples as, pretty easy ways to see yourself. Now I want you to think about the versions of yourself that you have been in your thinking, in your mindset, in your subconscious mind, in your energy. And I want you to look at even just your business. When you started your business, who were you then? The things that might come to your mind are, I was so hopeful. I was so naive. I didn't know how amazing it was going to be. I didn't know how hard I was going to have to work. And then you became the version of yourself that knew how to do all of those things. Right? And then you didn't know how you were going to have a team, and suddenly you are the version of yourself that has a team. And then you were the version of yourself that had to make major decisions you never thought you would have to make. And then you made them, and you became that version of yourself. You are constantly upgrading. You are a person of growth. Just a side note here, because you're a person of growth, I want you to really work on any belief, any story. I really encourage you to work on any belief or any story that tells you that growth is bad, or that you should just be content with what you have. You are a person of growth. So give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to become this next level version of yourself that has the things that you desire next. And as you do this, of course, your imagination will continue to grow and expand, and you will continue to see things that you didn't even know you wanted, didn't know you wanted to create, didn't know you wanted to move in the world, will continue to evolve and open for you. So just make it easier. Give yourself the permission to be fully a person of growth, excited about growth, excited about what's possible for you, excited about what's possible for the world. Give yourself permission to be that. If you're worried about being content, just enjoy the process of being grateful for every little piece of it. Gratitude is a very expansive feeling. It's a very wonderful feeling. And it really lets you enjoy what you have, even though you're a person of growth and want more. Okay, as you become this next level version of yourself, I want you to think about who she is, who he is, who they are. What comes next for them? What are the next level beliefs that they will need? What are the kind of miracles that they're trying to create in their life? This next level version of you, what are the levels of miracles that that version of you wants to create? And what are the beliefs that you're going to need in order to allow yourself to receive them? Because what is meant for you will always be yours. It's not a condition of God in the universe that there are no conditions. There are no conditions is what I meant to say on what you can have. Abundance is not a slice of a pie that you have to share with lots of other people. Abundance is a whole pie and unlimited pies, and you can have whatever you want whenever you want it, as long as your beliefs match up about it. And sometimes you can even release the belief that there has to be a belief that you can't have it. Sometimes you'll just receive it out of the blue. Okay, so this new version of you, this next level version of you, are they going to need to believe that you can make $1 million a month or whatever your number is? Are they going to need to believe that you can really move as many people in a new direction as you want with your medicine? That you can affect that many people, that you can create that big of a ripple? Are they going to need to believe that you have the conviction inside of you, that you have the power inside of you to heal the people that you want to heal, to create the movement that you want to create? And you might even have a feeling of, how big is the movement going to be? If I can handle a little movement, but maybe not a huge movement, right? You get to feel inside of you the beliefs because your body is reacting. There might be excitement. There might be a fearful feeling. That's telling you where your limitation is. That's just simply the place, the boundary that your subconscious mind has set that says, okay, if you can move 5,000 people, that's okay, but 5 million people, that's crazy, right? Then your next level version of yourself will have to have the belief that you have the resources to move 5 million people. Give yourself a breath, come back to yourself, and I want you this week, as your effective immediately moment of the week, what I want you to do is write down your biggest vision. Now, I'm not a person who's going to ask you to start with a tiny little step of that big vision. I want you to write out the big vision exactly the way you want it. And I want you to start thinking about the beliefs that that part of you will need, the next level version of you will need, in order to allow yourself to see that this big vision is really meant for you. Okay? Write down the beliefs that you need. Write down some of the beliefs that you believe you have. And then when you're ready to work on this, when you're ready to become the next level version of yourself that will help you receive this big vision, this big miracle that you want to create, that's when you reach out to me. Okay? I want you to reach out to me to schedule a consultation, and we'll talk through your big vision. We'll look at the beliefs that are standing in the way, and we'll look at the beliefs that you'll need to have in order to create this vision and to see what is always meant for you, and to help you get to that big vision and then even expand what's possible for yourself. you can go to RebeccaWiener.com to connect with me. There's also a powerful visualization right there at the top of the page for you to stop the overthinking and really embody your next level vision right there at the top of the page. You can sign up for that for free and then go to the consultation section, set yourself up with an appointment, and we will talk about this, go deeper into this, and I'll help you create the path. If you want support on this, because it's so much easier to not do this all by yourself, please reach out for that. And if it's easier, just send me a DM wherever you see this video. All right. As you are moving on for the rest of the week here, I want you to trust. Really work on trusting that what is meant for you will always find you. What is meant for you will always be yours. And all you have to do is continue to get yourself prepared for your big vision to show up. Get yourself prepared. Take the steps and be in alignment. Now, I've talked about this before, but this is the final thing for today, okay? Taking aligned action is not about grabbing at action and chasing action and taking action that doesn't make sense for your big vision. It's about taking action that makes sense with the belief that it will move you closer to your big vision, that it will help the process. Don't just do stuff wishing, hoping, grasping, chasing. Do it from a place that you believe with absolute certainty that this step will move you closer. I promise you that will make a huge difference. Okay, have a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.